Scene script. Imagine a world where the tensions of today have escalated to a global conflict, a third world war. What events might lead us to this brink, and what would the aftermath look like for those who survive? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But in our quest to understand history and anticipate the future, we must consider all possibilities. The first domino to fall in this hypothetical timeline is a global economic crisis. Picture a world in the latter half of the 20s where economies around the globe are in freefall. The crisis spreads like wildfire, leading to civil unrest in countries both rich and poor. The next sequence in this timeline sees the rise of radical political movements. As nations grapple with internal strife, charismatic leaders promising stability gain power. However, these leaders often have hidden agendas, leading to further tension on the international stage. The third event in our timeline is a technological arms race. As countries scramble to secure their borders and assert their dominance, the development of advanced weaponry skyrockets. From cyber warfare to autonomous drones, the face of war changes dramatically. Then a spark ignites the powder keg. An act of aggression, perhaps a territorial dispute or a devastating cyber attack, pushes nations to the brink. Allies are called upon, treaties are invoked, and before the world knows it, a third world war has begun. But what of those who survive this conflict? In the aftermath of such a war, we see communities pulling together to rebuild in the face of adversity. Survivors share stories, pass on lessons, and work tirelessly to ensure that the horrors they experienced are never repeated. The world moves on, forever scarred but stronger for having endured. The hope is that humanity would learn from its past, using the lessons of this hypothetical war to build a future where such conflict is unthinkable. In this video, we've taken a journey into the realm of the possible, tracing a timeline of events that could, in theory, lead to a third world war. We've imagined a world dealing with economic crisis, political upheaval, and technological warfare culminating in a global conflict. We've also envisaged the resilience and strength of those who might survive such a war, turning tragedy into a force for positive change. Remember, this is all speculative, a what-if scenario. The future is not set in stone, and it is our collective actions that will determine the path we take. So let the lessons of history guide our decisions, ensuring that the horrors of war remain confined to the pages of history books. All right, let's take a step back from the grim future and lighten the mood. We've compiled a few bloopers and funny moments from our journey into the potential future. It wasn't all doom and gloom, we promise. And so, as we wrap up this exploration of a potential World War III, remember, even in the darkest timelines, there's always room for a laugh. Let's keep the horrors of war confined to speculative scenarios in history books and continue to work towards a future filled with peace and a bit of humor.